People be real quick to say, just contact your local housing authority. And I need people to understand it is not that simple. Yes, federal law says that landlords and housing authorities are supposed to allow wheelchair ramps and accessibility modifications as a reasonable accommodation. But what people fail to mention is this. Just because they have to allow it does not mean they have to pay for it. Most of the time, the financial burden still falls on the disabled person. The same disabled person is already struggling to survive off fixed income, disability checks, or limited resources. And that's the part that nobody talks about. People love throwing out solutions they never personally had to navigate. Apply for housing, get assistance, call the housing authority. Okay, but let's really talk about the reality. Federal law only requires about 5% of units in housing projects to be mobility accessible. 5%. Meanwhile, nearly 1 in 4 Americans live with some form of disability. Do y'all understand how insane that gap is? And it gets worse. For every 100 low-income households that qualify for affordable housing, that's only around 35 units actually available. That means people are sitting on waiting lists for years. Families are stuck in homes they can't safely move around, and elderly people are aging in spaces that no longer fit their bodies. Wheelchair users are being forced to make it work in environments never designed for them in the first place. And because so much public housing was built before ADA standards or even Section 504 protections, remodeling these properties take time, money, and approvals that most people can't afford to wait on. So when I speak about accessible housing, I'm not speaking from theory. I'm speaking from lived experience. I know what it feels like to navigate spaces that limit your independence. I know what it feels like having to plan your life around barriers other people don't even notice. I know the exhaustions of constantly trying to adapt to a world that was never built with you in mind. That is exactly why I created Rolling Through Life. Not just because of what I personally experienced, but because these numbers are unacceptable. 5% is not enough. My vision is bigger than ramps, bigger than modifications, bigger than making accommodations. I want to help raise these numbers from 5% to 50%. And I'm talking about intentionally. Affordable, accessible housing where disabled individuals and elderly people are not treated like an afterthought. Housing built with dignity in mind from the very beginning. Not spaces people are forced to struggle through, but spaces where people can actually live safely, independently. This is not charity. This is Rolling Through Life. And if you believe in this vision, please share this video. You can also support the vision by clicking the link